So now in this video we are going to discuss about the post fertilization events. So children, as you see here, the post fertilization events are again divided into many options like endosperm development. The first one is endosperm development, then embryo development, then ovules into seeds, ovule will develop into seed, and ovary will develop into fruit. So these are the various post fertilization events. We will see to it one by one. The first that we are going to do here is endosperm development. So children, I told you that when there are two male gametes, one of the male gamete will fuse with the synergid and or the egg cell. One of the male gamete will fuse with the egg cell, and this will get transformed into zygote, and the second female gamete will move on to the polar nuclei in the central cell, and it will give rise to pen, that is primary endosperm nucleus, pen. And this pen is inside peck, so primary endosperm cell. So as you see, there are three synergids, out of which one is the egg cell. Inside that egg cell, zygote is developing, okay, because the syngamy has occurred here, and here the triple fusion has occurred. So peck is having pen, that is primary endosperm nucleus, and when this all has been done, the antipodal cells will degenerate, they will be getting degenerated. So this is what is the outcome now. And here the primary endosperm cell, this peck, this is the primary endosperm cell, divides repeatedly to form a triploid endosperm tissue. Now, why is it triploid? Because it contains three nuclei. Two polar nuclei were already present, and one male nuclei also came, and triple fusion occurred. So, this is triploid. So, when this peck is repeatedly dividing, now which division is going on? Mitotic divisions are going on. So, they are repeatedly it will divide, and it will give rise to endosperm, and the endosperm is also triploid. Endosperm cells are filled with reserve food materials. They are used for the nutrition of the developing embryo. Now, as we see, this is the zygote, where the zygote is getting developed, and zygote is diploid. Now, this zygote will mature into an embryo, and for all these processes, some nutrition is required by the zygote or by the embryo. So from where will they get this nutrition? They will of course get that nutrition from the reserve food material, which is present here in the endosperm. So endosperm is actually the filled with the reserve food material, which will be used by the developing embryo, right? So children, here in common endosperm development, pen undergoes successive nuclear divisions to give free nuclei. Now you have to understand that here the division, whenever we say division, so there are two types of division. One is the karyokinesis and the other one is the cytokinesis. So we have to understand here that when endosperm is getting developed, the pen, that is primary endosperm nucleus, which is at the center, this pen will undergo successive nuclear divisions. That means this pen will divide, this is your pen, this pen will divide many times and will give rise to many free nuclei, and this stage is called free nuclear endosperm, because at this stage, at this point of time, if we see, we will find that many nuclei are present in the central cell. Lots of free nuclei will be found in the central cell. So this stage is called free nuclear endosperm. Number of free nuclei varies greatly. So some may have hundreds, some may have thousands, some may have in 50s. So the number will vary from various fruit to fruit. Now endosperm becomes, now these are free nuclei. That means only karyokinesis has taken place. Cytokinesis has not been followed by karyokinesis. So that is why they are free nuclei. Now after that, endosperm will become cellular due to the cell wall formation. So after a little bit of time, or after some time, these free nuclei will develop a cellular wall around themselves. That means cytokinesis will take place, and now the cellular stage has come. So earlier it was free nuclear stage, but now endosperm has become cellular due to the cell wall formation. So I just want to mention here that karyokinesis is not immediately followed by cytokinesis. It will be followed by cytokinesis, but there will be a gap of time, right? So as you see, you must have taken coconut. The tender coconut water is free nuclear. The coconut water that we drink, they are actually free nuclear endosperm, which is made up of thousands of nuclei. And the surrounding white kernel, जिसको हम मलाई बोलते हैं ना, this is the surrounding white kernel. These are the cellular endosperm. That means few of the free nuclei were followed by cytokinesis, and the cellular endosperm has been formed. Now if this coconut was not broken from the tree, or it was allowed to be there on the tree, so this coconut will get converted into the one which will become brown. Have seen the mature coconut, the brown one? Now in that coconut, the water quantity of water is less, and the white portion is more. Why? Because again the free nuclei have been undergone cytokinesis, and the cellular endosperm has increased, and the free nuclei endosperm is less. So in green coconut, the free nuclear endosperm is more in quantity, whereas the cellular endosperm is less in quantity. But in a mature coconut, it's vice versa. The cellular endosperm is more, and the free nuclear endosperm is lesser in quantity. So this is about free endosperm development.